Hey folks, welcome back, or if you're joining for the first time, welcome. So I'm going to continue talking about my current setup, which is the new V71 flagship midi'd to the TD50X. I'll put my link below to my first impressions of the 71, as well as some of the background on my 50X, just for reference. I'll put that down below. So what I want to do today is I want to show you some of the new kits that I'm not sure that others have shown out there. And then more importantly, what I'll show, or just as importantly, what I'll show is how I've matched the 71 kit to a complementary kit in the 50X. So what I'll do is I'll run through a kit on the 71 just as is, without the 50X, so you can hear what the V71 sounds like, and I'll play through the whole kit with it, if you will, and then I'll bring in the 50X. Now keep in mind, when I say I'll bring in, that could be something as simple as just raising the master, because I'm not going individual outs on either module. I'm just doing left-right stereo on both, so I can just raise the master. And then even doing that, sometimes maybe I just want the kick with a little bit of snare underneath it. So therefore, I'll raise up the master a little bit and then just use the sliders. So you have all kinds of combinations, both sides, by the way. If I want a little bit more of the 50X, I can just run that, because all it is a straight MIDI cable. So I can just run the 50X turning down the 71. And at that point, I can blend in what parts of the 71 I want to hear. So a really cool setup, gives me all kinds of options. One thing to note, I don't think I addressed in the previous video in regards to the 71. One thing Roland did, which I think is really cool, is a lot of these kits have an auxiliary snare, just what I call a side snare, an aux snare, if you will. And I use that a lot when I'm playing acoustic drums. I love to have two snare drums. Whether my main snare is fat and beefy, the side snare would be high and crisp, or vice versa. Or I'll deaden one and have the other one wide open if they're the same tuning. I love playing with two snares, and I think the cool thing is on one of the auxiliary inputs, Roland has preloaded a bunch of complementary side snares, if you will. So I added a 12-inch tom over here as my first floor, and then I moved one of my PD128 pads over to the side here. Currently really digging this setup. Come back in a week and maybe I'll have it cut down to a four-piece kit. Don't know. I sort of change on the fly. I like to keep things moving and mixed up because I think it keeps me fresh as a player. Anyway, again, today's conversation is really about sounds, and here we go. This is cool. So this is a Viking metal kit on the 71. Again, maybe some slight edits, but pretty much as is. This is an eDrum workshop on the 50X kit. It's the Yamaha Recording Custom B, but I copied in a Roland Craig Blundell snare that I got from Cloud. So all kinds of combinations. So again, I'll start with the 71 by itself. This next one, this is a cool combination. This is a bop kit. It's number 14 on the 71. It's called Bop Shop. And what I did was I married it on the 50X to an eDrum workshop, TJC Bop. It's the high kit. So again, 71 first by itself. So this is Piccolo Funk on the V71, and I have Piccolo Snap, which I think is one of the original 50X kits, but I've done a ton of editing in the 50X.